How do we transcend the lower aspects of ourselves? That's the question for this video. And welcome to my channel. My name is Thomas. I do educational videos. And right now we are kind of in the first section, first unit here on the Tree of Life, doing videos on the 144 different fractal faculties, or what you would call minor aspects of the Tree of Life, the stages of life, history, cosmology, and spirituality, which are not chronological stages, but dramatic stages. And if you'd like to get a complete listing and an annotation of all of each one of those 144 different fractal faculties, just click the link in the description and I will send that out to you for free. It'll help you as we go through these videos. You'll have something to compare and contrast and to be able to look forward and backward while I'm just kind of giving these videos one at a time. You can see the whole thing at once. So just click the link in the description. Now, also, if you want to get an update or you want to get an overview of the Tree of Life, just watch my video, Tree of Life, a short introduction, or else Tree of Life, an introduction, and that should at least get you up to speed enough to be able to get through this video, or through all of these videos. You might be able to do it either way, otherwise, if you're somewhat familiar with Tree of Life. But this is the diagram, the Tree of Life. And what we're doing today is we're doing number 23. And you'll see here that number 23 is in the ninth sphere. Okay, so if we recall, the ninth sphere is our domestic consciousness. And this is really has to do with heightened receptivity. And it has to do with mediumistic trance, okay? This is the domestic sphere. This is when kind of we are just brought home from the hospital, if that's where we're born or whatever, and the first years of our life are in this heightened receptivity state where everything is new and fresh, and we are soaking it all up like a sponge. You know, we're highly attentive to our environment, but especially to our those we're devoted to, the ones who have nurtured us, who are cared for us inside the home. And we really stare at them in wonder. And then eventually we learn to imitate what they do. And we practice what they've done. We practice that imitation. We repeat it over and over again until we memorize it. So that's the learning cycle here at the ninth sphere. It's really a process of heightened receptivity to those we're devoted to, and then imitation, repetition, and memorization. Okay, now also within this number 23, you take the whole tree. The whole tree has all 12 of the major aspects of the Tree of Life, and you shrink down the tree and you apply it to each one of these 12 fractals. That's how you get 144, 12 times 12. But here we're applying the whole tree to the ninth sphere, and we find that number 23 is at the first sphere within the ninth sphere. Okay, so the first sphere is really our higher self within. This has to do with omnipresence, all everywhere. When we kind of sink all the way to our deepest center, to our higher self within, we recognize that what is within us at our deepest center is the same as what is within everybody else at their deepest center, and that's a unifying factor. So this is a unifying quality, and this is our higher self within. This is the divine within us, and that is then the within this ninth sphere structure. Another thing about the first sphere is oftentimes it's just really like the highest aspect of each particular sphere when it's used as like a fractal like that. Okay, so number 23 is called heightened receptivity. Stage number 23 is about using the state of trance to move beyond unwanted habits, transcend behavior. A new leaf, turn over. Trance for change. Trance is the means of accessing the unused portions of the brain, including the higher self. Trance is a funnel for attention. Trance traps the energy of another dimension, which are at right angles, orthogonal, like heat of fusion or heat of vaporization, a phase transition, a precession, Precession. Trance links up associated ideas and exposes contradictions that we have accepted. Trance is an altered state for or reprogramming ourselves. We must identify with the higher self in trance, and the higher self will establish itself in our everyday lives. The higher self operates all the physiological functions and mental functions of our life as it is. But if we learn to identify with the higher self, especially in a state of trance, we can spread the higher self's functions to, and its infinite intelligence to the more social and mundane aspects of our lives as well. So we use this as a bridge to separate ourselves from the herd. Trance shows us that the universe is nothing stable. The universe is illusion. It is impermanent and always changing. We're impermanent, a very slow standing wave of low, low frequency. We live in a universe made for transcending. Trance is a threshold, a transition toward grace. Okay, that is number 23, the first fractal of the ninth sphere, heightened receptivity or transcend behavior. And that we will have more to say about as we kind of flesh out these different 144 fractal faculties. I'm really just trying to lay down the parameters here, and I'm hoping as an audience builds around this that I can get a lot of feedback from people and from people that have expertise in various subjects, and turn this really into kind of like a crowdsourced project where we can really assemble these 144 fractal faculties based on not just my experiences and not just my learning of the subject, but everybody's experience. And I think that's because this is a project that is too big for just one person. But I'd be happy to be the organizer of the project, and so that's why I'm starting off here like this. Okay, so thank you. If you for getting to the end of the video, please click the like button if you'd like. You can also subscribe to the channel and share the video with others. You can click the link in the description to get those free 144 fractal faculties. You can see my Venmo and Cash App in the description as well if you'd like to donate directly to me for future research. And I will be hopefully doing number 24 on this list in the very near future, so stay tuned for that. And I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day until I see you next time. All right, bye-bye.